Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good son. Touchdown, Browns! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Danny Trevathan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Jackson rolling to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, And then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 39, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offense.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, It's Henry, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield on play action. Steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Mayfield down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
play of the half here. It's Jackson out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Busts through the tackle, runs over it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little.
Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 29, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Henry powers through him, sheds off the tackle, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 26, check 26.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Flushed out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield with it once more.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, baby, boom!
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Derrick Henry. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Throwing now is Jackson. Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A run with Henry on 1st down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Mayfield.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road.